Dr. Brian Hendrix here. I want to tell a story about my grandma.
I'm Peggy Hendrix and I'm 82 years old.
Well, my grandma grew up in Holland, and so the quality of dental care back in her early years was not great.
And I was in World War II. My mother took me to the dentist to get some filling. It was an old dentist, and he was just shaking his hand to put the filling in, and he burned my lips. And I never went to a dentist again till I had my top denture put in when I was in my late 40s.
I remember at a young age, I remember my grandma and her false teeth, and I remember it kind of like surprising me and kind of scaring me as a kid, seeing my grandma, her teeth sitting in a jar. Before I could tell, she kind of hid the way she smiled. I knew that when we used to go to family functions, she would hardly eat anything. I was just wonder why my grandma was losing so much weight over the years. And until she actually came into my office for the first time, and I saw how those dentures were coming together and how she could just barely grind up any food. You know, soon after graduating from dental school, I told my grandma, "You need to come in and let me help you out."
When I called Brian, he said, "Dr. Hendrix." And I think, I wish my husband was still alive and he could just hear him saying, "Dr. Hendrix."
You know, my grandma, being the stubborn Dutch woman that she is, you know, tried hard not to come in, but I finally tricked her into coming in, and I told her that we were just going to do an evaluation and just kind of see what her chances are having some implants placed, and ultimately we ended up placing a bunch of implants on the top and the bottom, all in one setting, and I had everything ready to give her a fixed solution.
Oh, 100% better. The neighbor brought me corn on the cob, and it was so delicious. I didn't have it for years, and I enjoyed it. I called Brian right away and told him.
So now with these new teeth that are hooked into implants, now she's able to eat the things she loves. You know, she calls me on the phone with her big Dutch accent. "Brian, you know, I'm eating corn on the cob. Some friends brought over some steak, and I'm eating steak for the first time." And she's eating things that before just she couldn't eat. Things that to us we take for granted, but for her, for 30 years, that wasn't something she could do.
He said the other day, he said, "You want me to throw the old dentures away, Grandma?" I said, "Throw them away, because I don't need them anymore."
To me, you know, all the years of dentistry, all the training, it was all worth it in just that moment.